Welcome back. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. 100 likes. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me just do one thing for YouTube real quick. We should be good to go over there. I need to remember to restart my computer every time I go live. It seems like if I just forget one day, it goes bonanzas. So sorry about that. All right, let's get back into it then. One sec. All right, let me get the music going. There we go. All right. Says, heck yeah, W first. What's up, bro? He says he's first. All right, we're back. We're back. Keep spamming the like button. Show some love. I appreciate that. When will Solnic rocket? Solnic is deep in accumulation. Listen, I'm gonna map it out for you. Let's go back to Solnic because that's what we were looking at here. In my opinion, we are deep in accumulation. We're already past phase C. We're about to be heading into phase D, which is going to be about $8-9 million market cap for the sign of strength. So here you go. In my opinion, this is your selling climax. And this is your LPS. There's another one. Let me get the other charts. I have a structured settlement and I need cash. No. Is this the right one? Rapsolana. I think this is the right one. So yeah. In my opinion, this is all phase A. Let me show you guys what we're talking about here. So phase A is your markdown, selling climax, automatic reaction. Go back over here, mark down, selling climax. We'll put the little dotted line here. Automatic reaction. AR. Secondary test in phase B. Right here. And then this is your LPS over here in phase C. We'll do this like this. Phase B. This is right here is phase A. And then we have phase C right here. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this is the LPS right here. Boom. And this is what I'm talking about. Markdown, automatic reaction, secondary test in phase B. Markdown, automatic reaction, secondary test in phase B. Your little move to the upside. Then you go back down into the LPS. Your little move to the upside. Go back down into phase C, your LPS. And then you start to put in higher low structure. You get your sign of strength, which is phase D. That's what I'm saying is about $8-9 million market cap is going to be the phase D. We'll probably chop for a little bit. If I were to outline it for you, it would look something like so. Sign of strength, chop, and then your markup. That is what I project for. That's phase E is the markup. That's what I project for Solnic. It's probably a little bit closer than this. So there you go. The next thing is phase D. We're about to head into there. And then phase E is the markup. That's a take us $40+ million market cap, about 4 cents or so. And then we're going to go into our full-on leg. And my beard bet is still 7.5 cents by the end of the bull market, or I will shave my beard. I bet my beard many, many times, and my beard just keeps growing. We're back in here. Heck yeah. So there you go. That's my updated TA on Solnic. What price can Solnic go to? My targets are 10 cents low, $1 medium, $5.89 is my bull case scenario. So we're going based off picks bet. Was it based off of picks when Bitcoin was at 75K and I said the bottom's in, I will shave my beard if we go lower? Was it based off picks then? Because that happened. Or how about when we were at 49K, I said the bottom's in, we're going to go to 80K or I'll shave my beard. The real number's 100K before Christmas. Was it based off picks then? You let me know. Or how about the last Solnic bottom? Just say you don't know Wyckoff, bro, and move on. It ain't that deep. No, we're going off a Wyckoff method, which is 100 years old, created by Richard D. Wyckoff, who's the GOAT. He created this method 100 years ago, and it still works to this day. That's how I've been able to call every single bottom on the day with video evidence. 8 of the last 9 bottoms I have called on the day with video evidence using Wyckoff method. So no, it's not pictures. Just say you don't understand Wyckoff. It's okay. A lot of people don't, but that's what I teach. A lot of people don't. Is it too late to invest into XRP? What's your time horizon? I think there's better values right now. VeChain thoughts? I like VeChain. Someone asked me today what price to buy NCT. Help Ski. 20 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents for VeChain. Ski's the real deal. Follow and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. So by 2025, Q1 2026. I'm not predicting a date. That's not what my specialty is. But I think that by the end of the bull market, 7.5 cents. Or I will shave my beard. Jasmine thoughts 10, 11, 12 cents. Low, medium, high. All right. We'll do Ton. Low, medium, high. Reminder, if you guys want to get a portfolio review and a personalized exit strategy, that is something that I offer. So hit me in the DMs. Portfolio review, lifetime access to my course, lifetime access to my exclusive group where I put out my calls, my trades, anytime I buy or sell. All that, plus a one-on-one consultation. If you're interested in something like that, hit me in the DMs. All right, Ton, not looking too bad. Same thing, by the way. This is distribution. This is your markdown. This is accumulation. This is your PS right here, your selling climax, your secondary test. This is somewhere pretty deep in accumulation too. I would say it's probably still in phase B, maybe phase C, but the sign of strength will take you to about $4.50. Retracement is $6, and then parabolic is about $17. When can Solnic go mad? It's boring, boring, boring until it's not. So we're still in the boring phase. But I think we're near the end of the boring phase. Can we do Algo? Algo is $2, $8. Is it fair just to buy at 0.2 or lower? Are you talking about NCT? ADA 2468. Low, medium, high, and super high. Do all charts follow Wyckoff, but are just in different stages? Generally, yes, that's right. I would say not only crypto, but yeah, all charts. That's right. I would say that they're in different stages. There are a couple of caveats that can break the rules of Wyckoff. Some things that can break the rules are inflation to an egregious level of inflation, which would be like diluting the supply, diluting the product to an extreme level, to an absurd level. That doesn't follow Wyckoff. And I don't think it's a good investment. And by the way, if it doesn't follow Wyckoff, it's mostly not a good investment, to be honest. And then the other caveat is if the chart or the technology itself gets fundamentally broken, right? So like, i.e. Luna collapsing, there was a fundamental breakage in the blockchain. Something fundamentally was broken. But outside of that, 90% of projects, not only just crypto, but stocks too, they absolutely follow Wyckoff. Hopefully that answers your question. Hey, man, appreciate you. Can you do VeChain chart, please? MPCS. I need to switch to a day job so I can switch to live. We'll watch YouTube tonight. Thanks, Ski. I appreciate you, brother. I'll try to do some night streams on the weekend, maybe. All right, let's check out NCT. That's right. All of my streams are available on YouTube, by the way. If you miss a stream, no worries. At your boy Ski, YABOYSKEY. So NCT and VeChain both have the same chart. The move higher went to the full on retracement of the 702. So the only thing that's really left is getting into price discovery, to be honest. So I would say, what was the question? Buying below 02? I think so. I don't think it's going to get lower than this moment right here or this moment. This is probably as low as you're ever going to get for NCT. 1.6. So yeah, 2 cents. I think that's a good value. This is accumulation. This is the same setup. We'll do VeChain and NCT at the same time because they have the same setup as Bitcoin. And this is one of my favorite charts that I really like a lot because it's very predictable. And we've seen it again and again and again. And we've seen how it plays out again and again and again. So on the top, we'll do NCT. In the middle, we'll do VeChain because it also has the same setup here. And guess what? Here's a spoiler. Like 80% of altcoins look like this. What does that mean? Well, I would argue it means that if they all have the same setup, that means fundamentally they all have the same market makers. And I would make a case that that is absolutely fundamentally true. They're all doing the same thing. I'm going to put this on the 3-day just because there's a lot of data here, but that's okay. That's a good thing. They all have the same chart. Why do they all have the same chart? Well, I would argue fundamentally they all have the same market makers, and they're all going to do the same thing at the same time. Relatively. Not the exact hour or the exact day, but within a month period or so. All right, on the top is NCT. In the middle is VeChain. And on the bottom, we're going to do Bitcoin. Oh, no. I got to do that again. No. All right. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's set this up perfectly. And let me look and make sure that my big head is not in the way. It gets in the way a lot. All right. Make sure we are good. I think we're good. Yep. Okay, cool. So, that looks okay. Okay, good. I just want to make sure you guys can see this. And I'm going to mark this out for everyone that we can see. Okay? Take notes, guys. This is going to be on your test. Okay? This will be on the test, class. Turn your text to page 37. This is going on your final report card. Let's make it a little bit more clear so everyone can see. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Who is that guy? So we're going off pictures now, right? All right, cool. On the top is NCT from 2022 through present day. In the middle is VeChain from 2021 through present day. And on the bottom is Bitcoin from 2013 through 2017. Okay, and I'm going to actually squeeze this out a little bit here. Try to There we go. And what we have is the same thing. You have your markdown, markdown, markdown. You go into accumulation, which is a long, boring bottom. Accumulation, accumulation. Your sign of strength, which marks firmly that the bottom is in. Sign of strength, sign of strength. Backtest, reaccumulate, backtest, reaccumulate, backtest, reaccumulate. Move higher than the sign of strength, move higher than the sign of strength, move higher than the sign of strength. Backtest again, backtest again. Cha-cha real smooth now. Cha-cha again, cha-cha again. Backtest again. And then they start to, if we zoom in a little bit, I'm going to show you that they're kind of doing the same thing. And by kind of, I mean they are doing the same thing. What you can see is the whole time it's been at an uptrend. Okay, same thing for VeChain. Whole time it's been at an uptrend. If I put a line here, we can see it clearly. I want you to see this. Whole time at an uptrend. Same thing for Bitcoin. Whole time. All this is going on. Lots of noise, lots of chaos. But this news came out. But Mount Gox and my God, what about the tariffs and It's still just an uptrend, right? Higher lows, higher highs the whole time. Okay, so how does the story play out for Bitcoin? How does the story play out for Bitcoin? Well, you sort of gruel your way, because this is basically, let me circle where these two are at. Okay, this is the back test right here. Okay, after the move higher, here's the back test after the move higher. Here's the back test after the move higher. So these 3 points are the same. Okay, now let's make this the same so they line up the same here. Make it the same as same. Okay, those are the same points in the structure. Okay, let's make it the same as same. And then you start to gruel your way higher, gruel your way higher, gruel your way higher. Okay. After it gets past the critical level, right here, it was fighting with an all-time high. As you can see, rejection off the all-time high, rejection off the all-time high. That's pretty common. It's pretty rare that you just bust through the all-time high the first time. You don't see it very much. Okay. So a couple rejection off the all-time high. That is what we could project. And then the mark up. Here is the end of the story. Here is the end of the story. Here is the end of the story. Is the story is still going. The story. I'm still going. I am still going. That's the end of the story. So most of the market looks like this. It's not just Polyswap. It's not just VeChain. It's ADA. It's a lot of coins look like this. Why do they all look like this? Because they all have the same market makers. And they're all structurally in the same spot. VeChain is ready to pop. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Ski if H bar hits 88 cents, can we expect 15 cents H bar during the next bear market? I think that maybe 20 cents. Should I swap AVAX for more H bar? I like both of them. My guess, most people in alts are still underwater, and they hope for at least 20x this bull run. They will more likely get a 5x. This run is easy as 2021. Once crypto moons, I'm buying me an electric scooter. The Web, thank you for the $5 donation, brother. I appreciate you. Web says Bitcoin, Solnic, VeChain, ADA, XYO, He, Link, ICP, Algo, HBAR, Dynex, Flux, XYO, Spot. I also have 14 coins, $40, 5x. Thoughts? I like your portfolio. That's a solid portfolio. I just got your email, by the way. The Web. VeChain is my favorite blue chip. I agree. I agree with you guys. Should I be buying back in? DCA is the way. Polkadot 20, 40, 100. Low, medium, high. Looks ready, just a matter of which one goes and how high. Yeah, it's just about being patient and DCAing and not FOMOing in. In reality, crypto gives you, like, here's the truth, okay? Let me tell you the truth. Okay? Let me tell you the secret. If you want to get rich quick, crypto is not for you. Let me say that again. If you want to get rich quick, crypto is not for you. Let that sit. Let that simmer. Okay? I want you to breathe on that for a minute. If your goal in life is to get rich quick, cryptocurrency is not for you. If your goal in life is to be disciplined and get rich eventually, be patient, cryptocurrency is for you. If your goal in life is to improve your emotional fortitude and get rich eventually with patience and dedication, I think crypto is for you. If your goal is to get rich quick, crypto is not for you. And in reality, 5% of the time, the market looks like this. It is super violent, super scary. Ah! Hurry up and sell! Ah! That's 5% of the time. 5% of the time, the market is absolutely vertical like this. Okay? That's another 5% of the time. 90% of the time, the market is like this. Boring, 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 and sideways. Okay? 90% of the time, the market is boring and sideways. Boring and sideways. But here's the secret. Boring is your friend. If we look at this, could you imagine buying any of these prices? Any of these prices? Any of these prices? How about this? Any of these prices? Bro, I don't know what's going on with my TikTok today. We already restarted. I don't know what they want from me. I don't know. I might have to do something. Maybe I got too much stuff open, to be honest with you. Maybe that's part of the problem. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Get rid of it. What else can we get rid of? There we go. Hopefully that helps. If not, I don't know what else to do. The scream. The scream. Rise to the top. I was a total beginner in 2021. Still did a 30x. Round trip most of it. This run would be much harder to do. I thought I'd get rich quick in 2021. I was humbled. It happens, bro. Ski with a patience and discipline call. Thank you for the tiny diny, bro. The 48. My God. I say. Thank you for the confetti. The hearts. You savages. I appreciate you. Back to the left. To the left. Thoughts on Turbo. My bad, brother. All right. Algo, $2, $8. Tell Peanut to get off the Wi-Fi. What up, Sonic community? Bro, I have the most expensive Wi-Fi possible. Shouldn't be an issue. I think it's probably too hot, to be honest. I'm out here sweating. All right, let's check out Turbo. Okay, Turbo, looking good. Mark down. This is your distribution. Mark down, accumulation, sign of strength, back test, move higher. Same setup. Retracement is 9 cents. Parabolic is 37 cents. Sonic, formerly known as FDM, still the same on that. Thoughts on the crypto bill fail? I haven't looked into it. I don't really have any thoughts on it, to be honest. Ski, my man. What's up, brother? HNT. AVAX hitting 50. I think that's super plausible. This looks good. Retracement in the micro, $6. Parabolic, $22. Parabolic in the macro, $100. What's Bitcoin bottom pullback before it goes up again? I think the plausible would be 112. This is what I basically think is going to happen. I think that Bitcoin is going... Here's what I think. Here's my general thoughts on the market. I think that Bitcoin is going to chop here in between 123 and 112 for a little bit. And I think that the altcoins are going to start to catch up. Like we're seeing it. Bitcoin's up 2.3% as Bitcoin's... And it put in a lower low again. Ethereum getting to 3,300 holds the key to the rest of the market, in my opinion. 250. I think that that's very plausible. Thoughts on Jasmine? 10 cents, 11 cents, 12 cents. Pepe and Shib. I think we'll 3 to 5x. Sui, bro. Rose, I like Rose a lot here. What's my targets for Sui? I think it's like a 3x. No, not even. Uh, 50%. To 2x. So 50% to 2x move. It's already at the retracement. 50% move is $6. 2x $11.40. So there you go. Those are my targets. What's the support level for XRP? 260. Solana, 420. 510. 600. Doge targets, $1.11. 240. 333. What are you trading? I'm not trading anything right this second live, if that's what you're asking. I'm just going over trading view. I'm in some trades. Solnic is my number one 100x play. 10 cents. $1, $5.89. Low, medium, high. Prediction for ADA, 2468. Top for VeChain, 20 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents. SCPT. I don't know anything about this. Down 11%. This looks like inflation. SCPT. All right, market cap. Oh, bro. And there is inflation. This is like... Yeah, this is nothing, bro. I don't do stuff like... I mean, yeah. There's inflation on this. Is the team on this strong? I don't know. Ondo, I think, will 2 to 3x. Aave price prediction. My man, do you think DIA surpassed 280 this cycle? Thoughts on VeChain? I like VeChain a lot here. I don't know anything about DIA. Can it get past? DIA looks really strong. Same chart as VeChain. Yeah, that's not even the retracement. That's literally just the 0.5 retracement. My God. What does it have me on here? I don't know. Does it have me at 1080 or something? That might be the issue, to be honest. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Nope. Bit rates at 2800. I'll try to mess with the settings tomorrow. It's pretty hot down here. I think that's probably the issue. H bar 88 cents. Price prediction for Link 38.78, 178. Still. How many of your predictions came true during the last bull run? How confident are you for this run? Okay, so I wasn't doing predictions like that last bull run. But I'll say for my personal, I publicly sold almost all of my crypto around 50K. So did I get the absolute top? No, I did not. But let me show you where I was selling all of my crypto. I was DCAing out just like I advertise to do. I was practicing what I was preaching. So let me tell you when I started selling my crypto. I sold some here. I sold some here. I sold some here. I sold some here. I sold some here, 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 here. I sold some here. I sold some here. I think I got the average price of about 50K for Bitcoin. But I sold all of this. Okay? And I started buying again pretty aggressively on the Luna collapse. That's when I started buying again pretty aggressively. Oh my God, bro. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. But I started buying pretty aggressively. At the Luna collapse in 2022. All right. So, but how confident am I in my predictions? Pretty damn confident. I don't just speak Japanese. Says it keeps pausing. I know. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's too hot down here is the issue, I'm pretty sure. I need to get a new AC. Is that Alex calling ski? Yeah, I'm sweating. So I think that's the issue. It says there's too much load. I don't know what else. I don't know. I'm going to do a deep dive on my computer tomorrow. Where do you pull your fibs from? The body top to the wick low, generally. But, you know, here's the secret. You got to use discretion. Hey, ya boy ski, if you swap one crypto to another, is that a taxable event? Technically, yes. I'm not a tax professional, however, so I don't give tax advice. Hire a guy. That's what I do. But yes, that's part of the reason too why I just doing the front end research, picking your fundamental projects, and DCAing into those. That's a better strategy than trying to like maneuver like an assassin, because guess what? You got to pay 40%, 20% anyways. So yeah, just doing your front end research, picking your fundamental projects and DCAing into those. There's lots of benefits to doing that, including tax advantage. Bro, what's up with VeChain? It's in accumulation, brother. Boring, boring, boring until it's not. Boring, boring, boring until it's not. We will be begging for these days again. Can assure you that. I mean, it's up 8% today. That's a year of stock market gains. That's what's up with VeChain. That's what it did today. Yeah, flirting with putting in it's already put in a micro higher high, flirting with putting in a macro higher high. 3-4 cents. Solana prediction 420, 510, 600. Any thoughts on ICP? Been disappointing. Same as VeChain. What about XRP? $5, $8, $12. That's been my targets. My full targets since 2022, when XRP was at 30 cents for like a year, was $1.11, $2.22, $3.30. My God. All right. Yeah. That's about all I can handle. $1.11, $2.22, $3.33, $5, $8, $12. Those have been my entire exit strategy for XRP since 2022. And I'm just going to keep following that because it's done very well for me thus far. Solana to 800 is plausible. I think it's plausible, but is it possible? I think it's very possible. Is it probable? I don't think it's probable. So is it plausible? Yeah. I like to go off of what is the most reasonable, likely thing to happen. And if you're just in the right flavor, I think you can make a lot of money just by being in the right flavor. Again, like when I sold my Bitcoin, my cryptocurrency last cycle, the average price of my Bitcoin was like 50K. Did I sell the absolute top? Yeah, for a day. But I also sold 40K, 38K, 45K, 55K. I sold all that. So you don't need to be like the absolute top. Just be in the right flavor. Same thing when I was accumulating. I started accumulating aggressively when Luna went to 0. I was accumulating here and there, but I was aggressive when Luna went to 0. Bitcoin was at 18K. So I bought 18K. I bought 25K. I bought 19K. I bought 21K. I bought 15,500. I bought 16K. I bought 17K. I bought 21K. I bought 20. I bought 30K. I bought 25K. I bought all that. What are you talking about, Willis? All right. At the risk of it doing this again and driving me bananas, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. If you guys are interested in getting a personalized exit strategy tailor-made to you, portfolio review, exit targets, one-on-one consultation, lifetime access to my course, lifetime access to my exclusive group, lifetime access to my course, lifetime access to my exclusive group where I put out my trades, my calls, my buys, sells, any of that, hit me in the DMs. I will never message you first. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. We'll get it fixed for tomorrow. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Appreciate your guys' patience. But that's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys